Let's take a quick little look at a simple tip. I'm going to open up this part, and actually this is part of a subassembly, so I'm going to change my selection filters to part priority rather than component, because as component priority it would select the entire subassembly. So I'll open up that part, and then I'm going to create a drawing for this part. And actually, this is I'll start from the inch drawing template, and maybe for this I will edit that sheet size, and I will do on an A size sheet, and then I'll place a base view of that part, and I can click on this view cube. Now this is changed in 2016 from the way it was in earlier versions of Inventor, but I can click on this view cube and get this around to the orientation that I want. I'll go ahead and say OK to that, and let's say that I'm doing this as with the hidden lines rather than shaded, and so I'm going to uncheck shaded. I'll select hidden line, and I'll turn this on. Now the problem with this is I have a lot of hidden lines here for these teeth. I could turn off the hidden lines, but then that's going to turn off these thread lines and the lines for the hole, and I want those hidden lines. So I'm going to do a little trick to take care of that. I'm going to go to the annotation tab, and I'll click on that view, and I'm going to go to layers, and or do edit layers, and we'll wait for that dialog box to come up, and then on the visible line layer, and I'm going to turn that off for a minute, and then I will go ahead and close this, and so I've turned off all the visible lines, and now I'll do a window selection of these lines, the hidden lines I don't want, turn off the visibility of those. I'll go back to my layers, and I'll turn the visible line layer back on again, and so just like that I was able to get rid of those hidden lines which I didn't want. I also have some tangent edges here that I don't want. I could go in here and to my display options, and I could turn off tangent edges. Actually, that's already unchecked, and so rather than do it, I'm not getting those as tangent lines. I'll just window select those, and I got to be careful that I only get the, I didn't do a crossing window, I did window select, and I can turn off the visibility of those. Now if you turn off some lines that you wanted back, you didn't intend to, you can right click and do show hidden edges, and then it shows all of the edges that you've hidden, and any one that you want to get back, you can click on that and it'll turn green, and you say OK, and that line will come back. Now I don't want any of those back, so I'll just hit escape. So that was a quick little tip on removing a bunch of hidden lines, but not removing all of the hidden lines in your part. Now somebody showed me another way doing that with features, but I don't recall exactly what the solution was. That using the layers seems like to me like a pretty simple way of doing it.